Welcome to the Fastball, presented by and in collaboration with Birchal, where each fortnight we choose two of Australia's hottest startups currently raising capital and pop the hood on what makes them tick. I'm delighted to be joined this week by my co-host Robin Holt, the Chief Campaign Officer at Birchal, to talk about the businesses we've got this week. So, Robin, welcome to the program.
Great to be here. And these businesses today are two awesome brands, and they really excite me because they're very, very different. They've built amazing brands in completely different industries. And the more you learn about these businesses, the more you really want to dig into their operations. And so I'm really delighted that they're going to be on this week's Fastball.
Well, speaking of digging in, first up we have DIT AgTech. It's an impact farming business, and the company provides tech to farmers to increase productivity and save them time, money, and labour as well. This tech positively impacts nature, enhancing animal welfare and reducing environmental impacts of grazing, which is fantastic to hear. And clients of DIT realise up to 15% production gains and 40% cost savings. These guys are on a roll. The business has seen a steep growth curve since inception. DIT has been helping farmers become more efficient right across the country, and we have Mark Peart joining us to tell us all about it. Mark, thank you for your time.
Morning, Mike, and morning, Robin. How are you guys?
Doing well.
Good
All
morning.
right, let's talk about the problem you're solving. I sort of alluded to them, some of the problems in that intro, but take us through what DIT AgTech's up to.
Oh, look, Mike, the core problems we're solving is really food security in the coming decades is an existential risk to humanity. And we believe that we need to increase food production. You know, farmers all around the world in the next 30 years need to increase food production by up to 100%. It's a huge issue. So we have tech and innovation. We help farmers with nutritional additives that we supplement into the water and all through the drinking water so that we can do it day in, day out. And we use tech and software to be able to increase this production.
That's fantastic, Mike. Tell us about some of your traction today.
Oh, Robin, look, we've been going 4 years now, since our fourth year. The last 12 months has probably seen the most traction. You know, we've spent a lot of time engaging with the largest corporate farmers around Australia, and we're really starting to scale up now. It's one of the reasons why we're raising. But we've pretty well got 10 of the largest agricultural companies in this country that are on board, that are using our systems and building out our livestock technology platform across their farms. And some of these farms are 1 million acres, Robin. So, you know, we're really proud of what we've been able to do to scale up to such an extent.
Incredible. All right, well, let's just on that, let's talk exciting milestones or collaborations that you guys have managed to secure along the way.
Yeah, so probably, as I said, Mike, probably the best milestones we have achieved is with all the large corporate farmers that we're engaged with. Just the sheer scale that we're now starting to roll our platform out. But probably the most exciting thing that I think that has the most impact going forward is the work we're doing in the methane reduction space. You know, there are additives out there now in the EU, other parts of the world, that are approved to reduce methane in ruminant animals or in livestock. One of the problems in the world has been, how do we deliver these additives to extensive agriculture at scale across the planet? Well, we've been able to solve that by using our livestock technology platform, and it's putting it through the water. So we're doing a lot of exciting work now on taking these additives, putting them into the water, building out software and algorithms so that farmers, our software can back solve the emissions reduction that the animals are achieving every day. And this allows farmers to capture a carbon credit. So one, we're shoring up food security. Two, reducing greenhouse gases. And we've been using agriculture as a tool to solve climate change. It's a very exciting milestone for us, and to be at the forefront is a wonderful achievement for our business and a little Aussie company that's really trying to change the world.
Fantastic.
That's fantastic. It really sounds like you've achieved so much so far. So why are you raising the funds at this point?
Growth, guys. You know, we just can't keep up with the amount of tech that we have to develop in our factory in Townsville to roll out our systems. So we're raising more funds to do that, and half of the funds we're raising also will go towards this commercialisation projects of taking these methane reducing additives as we put them into the water and build out methodologies that we can apply to the clean energy regulator for our farmers to capture carbon credits and to be able to trade these all around the world.
Mark, it's an impressive rundown you've given us today. Thank you so much for joining us on the program and telling us a bit about what DIT AgTech is trying to achieve, and it looks like you're well on your way.
Thanks, Mike, and thanks, Robin, and I appreciate you taking the time to catch up with me.
That's awesome. Thanks, Mark.
Easy done. All right, guys, next up we have 1113, and they're on a mission to open doors for real this time. Human experiences to bring people together and celebrate. Launched in 2016 with Other Side Brewing Co.'s festive beer, the company has been amplifying social and cultural experiences since then. With a network of brands built for music, the arts, and great beer, that's what we like to hear, 1113 has become so much more today, and their team is assuring us that just the beginning for them. And Al Taylor joins us to tell us all about it. How are you, my friend?
Good, Mike. How are you?
Doing well, doing well. So it's only the beginning for you guys. Talk to us a little bit about the problem you're solving out there in the wild world that we've been living in.
Well, the problem we're solving is we're just trying to get more and more people together. I think that's a kind of broader description of what we're doing. I mean, we started out, the business started in the festival business, and we used to have run lots of large-scale music and festivals, and decided that we thought we would brew a beer just for our festivals. And that beer was a really good beer, and it really took off from there. We called that beer festive, and that got traction in bottle shops and got distribution. We thought we were onto something here, and so it went from there. And then we had the opportunity through the festival experiences to get into venues, and we acquired our first live music venue, and then sort of realised we were onto this idea around creating experiences and putting our beer at the centre of those experiences, and that's a really great way to kind of connect people with the brand, but also connect them with each other.
That's fantastic, and I can see on the face of it that people would look at you as a craft beer brand, but you really are so much more. Why don't you talk? I'd love to kind of hear a bit more about that.
Yeah, well, I think that that's the thing, is that we did. I think the first impression is that it is a craft beer brand, but really, as I said, it's kind of we've expanded out, and so we started with our first live music venue, which is Freo Social, which is located in Fremantle, which is one of the and I think it's true to say that it's one of the best live music venues in Western Australia. A lot of people would agree with that. But just providing an opportunity for people to connect up. And look, I think often we talk about what the function of the business is, and we make beer and we have live music venues, or we have venues, I should say. But really, we kind of like to focus on more of a purpose, because we think if you focus on a purpose, if a brand or a business focuses much closely on a purpose, then you've got something to really guide the growth strategy of the business. So rather than just talking about making beers and opening venues, we're about creating kind of experiences that connect people together. And if you do more of that, then you're creating this kind of network and new channels for the business. And so we've started with venues, we've gone into activations and those sorts of things. So really is this kind of hub of all these sort of different experiences with our products, which is currently beer, and we'll expand on that range, sort of as channeled through those sort of different experiences.
Yeah. Well, Al, just on that, what exciting milestones or collaborations have you guys managed to hit along the way throughout the journey as well?
Well, I mean, I think one of the very exciting ones that we hit recently was that we I think about a week and a half ago, we were voted best beer in WA. Our Anthem IPA was voted the best beer of all beers in Western Australia, which was a pretty big achievement. Oh, look, I think there's a whole variety of different things that have been great milestones. I mean, opening the venue was fantastic. Building the brewery was really wonderful. I think, pouring that first beer, building the brew house. One of the things that we got really excited about with the brew house, which is located in Myree in Perth, was that we had this idea about letting locals being part of the business and having a bit of the brewery. So we created this thing called Other Side Tycoons, where you get to buy a bit of the brewery, you get your name on a brick, and we created this sort of bar experience. And that's been really wonderful, watching people come together. And we've got sort of 900 people that are part of that program now, and it's just growing stronger and stronger. So there's a whole bunch of of different things. Reopening after COVID was really fantastic. We had to reopen the venues, but just seeing people come together and people enjoying the beer is just really wonderful.
That's fantastic. It's so clear that you've built an established brand with great customers. So why are you raising funds now?
Well, I think there's a couple of reasons why we're raising funds now. And I think that we really get the sense that, I mean, the heart and soul of our business is really about finding ways to connect people and connect people with experiences. And we really feel that the world is poised to open back up. And so we think it's a really good time to start sort of, for the last couple of years, we've been kind of weathering the storm and we're really in a great spot. People love what we're doing. We just thought, well, now's the time to accelerate that with people wanting to come back together as things open up. And so we're going to, look to increase the network of live music venues, and there can never be enough live music. And take our activations on the road and really look at opportunities to broaden the beverage range and increase the volume sales of the business. So it's just an all-round kind of amplification of the business and all parts of the business, really.
Fantastic. Al, thank you so much for joining us on the program. We're running out of time though, but as you say, strike while the iron is hot. Things are opening back up and things are looking really good for you and the team. So thank you so much for joining us on the program.
No, thanks so much, guys.
Good Thanks, Al.
Awesome stuff. Robin, some great businesses out there. Exciting
so different
stuff.
as well.
And so different.
Yeah.
I love the vision of, the Outback Australia with the technology integration as well, and then seeing some bars and venues.
Very much so. I think we're all looking forward to that.
Thank you for joining me on the program as well, by the way. You're
Thank
a wonderful co-host.
Thank you. It was good fun.
Easy done, guys. Some really exciting opportunities are now live on Birchal. We've touched on a couple of them today, with their limited investment round soon to open up for everyday investors to hop in and own their share of these brands. Both companies are currently taking expressions of interest, so head to Birchal and sign up to be one of the first to receive their offer terms and invest ahead of public promotion. Guys, I'm Mike Loder. Thank you so much for joining me on the Fastball today. I look forward to seeing you again next time, and stay tuned on tickeroriginals.co for all sorts of topics, crypto, property, health, and much more. See you again soon.
See ya.